Hey guys, so today I will be filming my Shado-Con Experience video because Robert just posted his today and I thought, oh yeah, I should probably make one of those because I was there too. So this was my first time at Shado-Con Tampa, Florida, and I won't be going back. Yeah. I'm used to like MegaCon and MetroCon, which are like humongous conventions, held in convention centers and with like tons of vendors and tons of panels and everything. And there were a lot of people at this con, but that was one of the downfalls because it was a really tiny, it was held in a hotel and it was on the first and second floor, mostly on the second floor. So it was a pretty tiny space for the couple thousand people that were there. And so this time I managed to go, normally for cons like this, I only go for one day on Saturday and I only stay at Metro, or I go to Metro for the entire weekend. But because it was so close and literally right across the street from where we stay for Metro, I was able to go for more than one day, which was awesome. I'm actually still wearing my wristbands. And so Friday I went, and Robert and I had planned on spending like the entire weekend together, but he didn't get until pretty late on Friday, and so I had something planned when he was just getting there, and so we didn't really see each other except for a few seconds on Friday. But on Friday I really just walked around the con alone. Cons really aren't that much fun when you're alone. I mean, it makes you feel like an adult when you're like, oh hey, I'm in a con alone, but yeah, it's not fun. So I went to a Supernatural panel by the same people that I went to there that held it at MetroCon earlier this year, and it was a lot better than the one at MetroCon. They actually had a trivia thing where it was like you would be a new hunter if you won the game, and I was on one of the teams, so that was pretty cool, but we lost, which is pretty sad. But it was still really fun because I love Supernatural. And after that, I think I just walked around more, saw Robert, I think, for another second, and then I left. So Friday was, to use Robert's word, underwhelming. It was pretty boring. But Saturday was actually really good. So it kind of made up for the whole Friday thing and kind of almost made it worth it to go. But yeah, it wasn't really that good of a con. But Saturday I got there earlier than I did Friday, and I met up with Robert, and we immediately went and they got lunch, and then we stopped at this old bookstore, which I had never gone the way that they were going to lunch because I'd always just walked to the convention center, which is the opposite side of downtown, and so it was really nice, and the bookshop was really, really nice. It was one of those old, like, completely wood bookstores, and I got something for my grandma for Christmas there, which was nice. And then then we went up to his hotel room to film our collaboration video for the 7 Otakus, which I'm so excited to post. It came out really well. And then we went back to the convention, and his sister and he went to a Doug Walker convention, and I don't really like Nostalgia Critic, so I didn't go. And then I just walked around some and got in line for Scott McNeil. And yeah, Scott McNeil's panel was amazing. I had only seen a panel of him at MetroCon 2010, which is when I first met him. And that was with Richard Ian Cox and Curry Murrow, so I didn't really get to see much of his personality because he was obviously being upstaged by two other strong personalities. And so Robert had seen a panel at another MetroCon, but had never met him. And so we both went to the panel together, and he was so funny. Like, I knew he was awesome, but that was just astounding how funny he was. And the hour just completely flew by. I wish it had been longer. But, yeah, so the panel was awesome. And then after the panel, we waited outside to talk to him. You'll see on Wednesday why I say that. And Robert got a picture with him and his autograph, and I got another hug. If you ever get to meet Scott McNeil, he will automatically hug you and let him hug you. because it is like just a Papa Bear hug. It's amazing. So what did we do after that? I think we walked around for a little bit, and then we pretty much immediately got in line. No, what did we do? I think we met up with Carlos, which is his friend, and went back to their room. They talked for a little bit, and then we went back to get in line for the Shadow tournament, which is kind of like the MetroCon chess match, but not like on a chessboard. It's just like fighting. And we waited in line for like an hour, and it was worth waiting in line because I'm not a big fan of My Little Pony, but Pinkie Pie from the show was there. Pinkie Pie. And so she had balloons, and 5 grown adults were playing with the balloon. It was hilarious. And a funny story is they were against the wall, and I was in like the line like outside, so there were people walking behind me, and the balloon got out of bounds. So I was like flailing to get it and running backwards, and there was a woman like right there, and I caught the balloon like right here in her face. And we all just like killed her laughing. It was hilarious. Thankfully the girl laughed too, but yeah, that was pretty funny. And I got to keep the balloon. It's on my bedroom floor. But I had to carry that balloon around for the next like 5 hours. It was a little bit inconvenient. And then we went to the Shadow tournament, and honestly, it was boring. Like 15-20 minutes in, I was like staring at the floor. I was like watching other people, because I'm pretty short, and because of how it's laid out, like at MetroCon Chess Match, even if you're in the back or something, or at an angle, you can see pretty much the entire stage. Plus they have cameras like overboard and like right in front, so you can look at the screen and see what's going on stage. But they don't have that at Shado-Con, and if you're short and in the back, you can't see squat. And plus, I didn't know any of the characters. Some more characters came out that I knew better, but yeah, Robert and I left halfway through. It was just really boring. And then he had to go get dinner, and I was just gonna go and wait for my grandmother to pick me up in the dealer's room, but the dealer's room closed, which sucked. And so I was gonna burp. And so I just went back up with Robert, and we sat and watched TV with his mom and sister. And yeah, then I just went and got Shirley Temple. By the way, if you're ever at the Hyatt Regency in Tampa, Florida, their Shirley Temples are the best. Just FYI. So yeah, that was pretty much my con experience. I didn't go Sunday today, because my family and I went to a festival that we go to pretty much every year, but it was kind of crappy. But I got an awesome picture with Santa, which I'll post in the description below, because it's funny. And now I'll just show you the things I bought. I didn't really buy, their dealer's room was really, really tiny compared to Metro or Mega. Like Mega, you could fit like half my neighborhood in there, because it's just like massive. But this one was literally like the size of my house. It was really, really tiny. And they didn't have really anything good, and you know, I spent more money than I should have for what I got, honestly. But I found like this little candy stand. Like this guy goes to Japan like every month and brings home all this candy, and I had seen this online, this candy gummy sushi, and I was like, oh my god, I have to try it. It was like 10 bucks wasted. It tasted like cough medicine. It was messy. It didn't come out right. It was not worth it. Maybe if I had done it correctly, it probably would have been worth it. Would have been worth it. That makes sense. But the other stuff I got there was really pretty good. I found this Meiji. It's backwards to you, but it's milk chocolate, like a chocolate bar, and it's actually really good. I think it's the same kind of chocolate they put on Pocky, because that's what it tastes like to me. And then he was explaining everything to me about the candy, and he didn't explain this one to me, but it's kind of got like this robot thing on it, and the packaging is so, that's upside down, is so adorable. I don't know, it's just really cute, and but it's so gummy, especially with braces. It tastes like orange, kind of like orange with light cream, and it's really good. But even if you didn't have braces, this was just like, ah. So I'm gonna try and slowly eat this, because it's actually really good. It's kind of like a Now and Later, where if you bite it, it just like doesn't give. But it was pretty good. And then I found this other guy who's selling food, and I got these chocolate. I love chocolate covered pretzels, by the way. And I got these pretzels chocolate sticks. And it kind of just is like breakfast cereal. So, kind of gotta eat those up. And then he had crystallized ginger, which is just like ginger covered in sugar. And my grandma loves ginger. So I got her a couple of those, which is really nice. And then in the artist alley, I have something else that I want to show, but the artist alley, I got this little grab bag for $5, and I don't, like I said before, I don't like My Little Pony. Maybe if I get into My Little Pony, I'll like this more. But I got this little not Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash. God, why do I know these names? I don't know what this is, but it's a little cell phone charm. It's cute, but I don't know what it is. And in it, as you know, I'm a slightly big fan of Kingdom Hearts. And if you know anything about Kingdom Hearts, you know that, God, what is his name? Axel and Akuroku. I can't think of it. Oh god, I don't know. I'll put a subtitle, but I can't think of it. What is his name? Axel and Roxas. They love sea salt ice cream, so I got little sea salt ice cream earrings, which I thought was adorable because they're so cute. And then I found I found one of the same artists that I went to at MetroCon and bought a little owl plushie. And I love the look of plugged ears, like those spiral plugs that you put in, but I would never stretch my ears. But I got ones that are little octopus. Little limbs, legs, tentacles, that's what I was looking for. But they're really cute. So I wore those the day of the cons. And then the biggest thing I purchased was Renji from Bleach. I always get a plushie at cons, and it was really hard for me to find one, and thankfully they had this one because I didn't really like any of the others. So yeah, Renji, that's his name, right? Renji? Yeah. I'm a horrible person. And then I got buttons, and I don't know how I'm going to show you them because I already put them on my purse, which I didn't think about. But my big ass purse. Oh look, it's Pikachu. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it up and maybe, you know what? No, Caitlin, take them off. You can put them back on. I got this pin, which I don't really get, but it's funny, and it says, if I go Super Saiyan, wait, if I went Super Saiyan, would I grow hair? I don't get that, but whatever. Then I got a Portal pin. I love Portal, if you didn't know. Then I got another Portal pin, little companion cube. Then I got, ooh, that one just ripped my purse, awesome. Then I got a Batman pin. Then I got, gotta keep breaking these, stop breaking them. Then I got, what does it say? What's New Honeydew? I don't know what that's from, but it's cute. And then my favorite, all-time favorite, probably the favorite thing I bought, except for the earrings. One of my favorite movies is Pulp Fiction, and I was actually just watching it like a week ago when my mom was in the hospital. And it's a strip of bacon with curly hair, sunglasses, and a gun, and it says Pork Fiction. I hadn't planned on getting any buttons from that dealer, but I saw it and I laughed. So yeah, I gotta put those all back in my purse. So yeah, that was my experience at Shado-Con. Like I said, I probably will not be going back to the con next year. Robert isn't going back, so I'm not going to go alone because it's definitely not worth it. But I'm looking forward to MegaCon, MetroCon, and Asylum Con, which is next November in the same con. I'm looking forward to MegaCon, MetroCon, and Asylum Con, which is in the same hotel as Shado-Con was. There we go. So, yeah, I will see all of you in the next video. Check out the 7 Otakus video I post on Wednesday, because it's really fun. I loved it. I love filming it with Robert. So, yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and what are you eating? Super dog. And bye, guys.